On one of you guys' videos, a comment came up on how to finish a rear naked choke. And it's kind of, I think it was a little bit more broader than that. It was, how do you do a rear naked choke and can you provide a tutorial on it? And I think that's a very extended tutorial for you guys to really explain. But I think you can go and show what are your rear naked chokes. And I think you said 3, right, Hiroshi?
Yes, I've said
You have 3 favorites on rear naked choke.
The basic rear naked choke, one-handed choke, and lastly the short choke.
Okay, let's go with the basic rear naked choke. Can you show us what a proper basic rear naked choke looks like?
It would look like this.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go all the way across,
Mm-hmm.
and then I concave my shoulders in so I can make enough space to get my arm through.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Okay, and then you finish like that.
yes. And so
Hiyori, where did you feel that choke?
it was a blood choke.
It's a blood choke?
Yes. It was.
Are there times that you get a non-blood choke with that?
Yes, I feel like when the elbow is not directly in the center of my neck, and he'll start squeezing like that
Right.
with the rear naked choke.
Let's see what that looks like.
Yeah, that felt more like a trachea.
Trachea
It's
choke.
because this bone here,
Mm-hmm.
since it's up right next to her windpipe, that's what's making her feel the trachea.
Is that our intent?
No.
Okay. What's your second choke?
My second choke is probably the one-handed choke.
All right.
It's when, usually I like to fall to this side because since this arm is now open, I can get a cross grip, push it down, I trap her arm, put it behind her back so she can't escape, so try to escape. And then once I start controlling this, I can reach down and start.
Okay, what's the benefit, or why would you do that versus a rear naked choke? Like, why wouldn't you just go to a rear naked choke from here?
So I would do this because this arm is basically crushing in, and I can't really escape from this position because first she's crushing in, second my elbow is right against the floor.
Mm-hmm.
So there's
You
not
don't
really
have that space to go up and
So you can't get it
get
out.
this short choke or the
yes.
All right.
And then the short choke,
Could you get a short choke here?
no, I don't think so.
So even in this situation, you can't. But has there been times that you're able to get a short choke from here? What if your elbow gets out?
This elbow?
Yeah, and it comes out. Could you finish a short choke? So you really have to turn the
That
angle.
was more of a trachea,
Yes.
yeah.
Yep.
I'd have to turn the angle because it didn't feel as tight.
Mm-hmm.
And so where I usually get my short chokes
Mm-hmm.
is when she starts to fall to that side, so she can like kind of escape the short choke when I'm pulling, and then she follows through with it. And then since she's here, most people, since I have my right leg trapping the arm from earlier, she would start to go on her knees and would probably try to escape while pulling this arm down. And so from here, I would get a gable grip because I think, personally, I think it's the strongest grip for me. And so I would gable grip and then start pulling in, and then I would finish it.
How'd that one feel, Hiyori?
Yeah, that was more. That was sort of a trachea, but that was pretty good.
What's the strongest choke? What do you guys think was the strongest choke of the 3 chokes?
I think I felt the rear naked choke.
The rear naked choke?
That's it, as well.
It's also probably the most effective.
I think so.
You think so? I think so too.
Yes.
When you were doing it to me before, I felt that it was, with the trachea choke, it was a lot of discomfort. You know, I felt like you were crushing my windpipe.
With the one-handed.
With the, like, one-handed chokes, felt like they were more crushing the windpipe. And I don't know, if I was, I guess, manly enough, you know, I would be able to like bear through it. But it felt like I wanted to like cough, choke. But with the blood choke, I definitely felt, okay, if I don't tap, I'm gonna fall asleep here. So I felt it was more effective. Your one-handed choke, I don't know if it's just because of the size disparity between you and I, between the both of you and I. It feels more like it's a trachea choke, but it's still effective. You know, I would tap. And then your short choke, it felt to me like it was a combination of both. It felt, I couldn't really, you know, identify it, like if it was just all blood.
Or trachea.
And it felt like there was just a little bit there of a trachea choke. So yeah.
So
All right,
now-
so now that we've covered the 3 different chokes, we're gonna go and try it out on the dummy with Hiyori first to see the effectiveness of each choke and what the actual dummy, the robot, produces. So bringing it over, start with this rear naked choke with Hiyori.
So the lights will start to change once she starts choking and the dummy starts to feel it.
All right, let's go with this
Alright.
rear naked choke. Okay, so as the lights are changing, this dummy is being choked out. Okay, he's tapped out.
We tapped that.
All right, let's see the short choke. And his lights are changing. And typically, there's reason why we call it the short choke, at least in this house. And I'm not sure if it's because like short people hands or if it's because this hand was starting to get pulled down from, like, let's say this individual was starting to pull this hand down from here, and you're starting to lose that ability to get that rear naked choke in because you can't even grab your own bicep, right? So they're starting to pull it down. So what you're doing is you're grabbing the other hand and gable gripping and helping to pull that arm across. Hopefully it's across, right? And it's not like across the throat like this. And that's why I probably feel a difference in a trachea and a blood choke. So you really want to get this elbow down into the center of his chest and then pull, and it finishes him. But then the last one is the one-handed choke. Let's see, can you finish a one-handed choke? Can you even get the lights to change?
I think, but I don't think she'll be able to finish it.
Yeah, so she can't. All right, here's your turn. See the
Rear naked.
rear naked choke, yep.
So, here.
All right, so he's got some lights changing, and it's going across. He's starting to feel it, and he gets tapped out. All right, into the short choke. And he has problems finishing this short choke. So you can see the differences in the power. He's getting it a little bit. He's getting it here.
Almost.
So he had more trouble with the short choke than the rear naked choke, and then finally the one-handed choke. Okay, and now we're going to go to the one-handed choke. We had to stop there for a second because Mom was yelling at us to go and work outside. We got to go work outside, right?
Yeah.
All right, so anyways, one-handed choke. Let's go ahead and get that one-handed choke, see if you can finish that. Yeah, it's just not happening. Yeah, not on this. So this dummy is like massive. It's huge. These biceps are like massive, the neck's massive. This is like probably like a 220-pound replica of what a person is. So yeah. So anyways, so now that we've finished the 3 main chokes that you guys like to finish, do you guys have anything to add into it?
Do you have anything?
You can go first.
I'm not really sure what to add.
Yeah. What about the hands? Like isolating hands, like
Isolating hands.
is it fighting? Like you're fighting?
So I think the hands are a really big problem when you're trying to finish a choke,
Mm-hmm.
because they are the main threat, and so that's the reason why I like to get my foot over their arm and put it behind their back, So it's just
So you're-
1 versus 2. 1 arm versus 2 arms. Controlling arm and a choking arm.
Mm-hmm.
And so usually I like to get the one-hand choke. And I start to pull this way, like this,
Mm-hmm.
because your, like, this part is like right here, which is like forcing it inwards. And as you're doing that, like this part of your bicep is like close to here as well. So it's like as you're going this way, you're basically kind of almost squeezing the neck in as you're going.
Mm.
So
That's what you were saying. There's no like clavicle on this guy
Yes.
to grab onto.
Yes, there's no clap.
That makes sense.
It's only like little bumps.
Yeah, so isolating one arm really makes a difference in whether or not you get the choke.
Okay. You have anything to add? What's your favorite?
The short choke. I
Short
always get
choke?
the short choke on people.
Always a short choke?
Always a short choke.
Do they look happy after you get it on them?
They look red.
What about you? What's your favorite?
My favorite, I think my favorite's probably like one hand choke,
Yeah.
because for some reason, I don't know why, but if I'm on this, if I had a person, I like to fall to this side for some reason. I always have the feeling, I feel that I have more power on this side. Even, but I don't know why. It could be because they're like stuck as with me, and that as you're pulling with them, they're like already stiff
Mm-hmm.
from this side because their body's on the ground already. So I can't like really like basically pull them over from here to here because we're already in this position. And so this is already squeezing and this is kind of moving.
You're also on the overhook side, right? So they can't, their only escape is like they have to basically remove this arm. But maybe it's something that we need to practice on, is that when you fall to the other side, you're probably not tight underneath their head like you are here. So if you were to roll this dummy back over to the other side, right, you're probably not keeping a good discipline of keeping your head here, and they're probably moving their head out and down to the ground, and they're starting to get loose. That could be it, something that we got to work on. But okay. I think that's pretty much it. Well,
Okay, so thank you for watching.
Make sure to like and subscribe, put those notifications up.
all right.